If you want to see what kind of breakthroughs America's new breed of scientists are cooking up, just talk to Aaron T. Dossey, Ph.D. Aaron is working on experiments that he hopes will someday help feed malnourished children across the world. You won't find him toiling away in a lab at the University of Florida, where he trained for 6 years before receiving his Ph.D., or some glitzy new biotech company. Aaron's doing his groundbreaking research from the kitchen of his one-bedroom apartment in Gainesville, Florida.
So this is where I work, weighing things, mixing things up, oven, if I heat things, pasteurize, research-related stuff in here so I can keep my food in my regular freezer.
Like a lot of young PhDs, Aaron's committed to the dream of scientific discovery.
Growing some of my own nematodes.
But he can't find a place to do it.
As you can tell, I turned my apartment into my lab. And that's what I'm doing right now. Unemployed entrepreneur, if there's such a thing, doing research. I have some insects that I'm growing here.
Welcome to All Things Bugs, LLC, a research venture dedicated to probing the potential of bug-based compounds for developing everything from natural pest control to cancer treatments.
This I got for actually making preparations of my insect-based food product. I'm going to pretty soon start making some of the recipes that I've developed based on the nutrient analysis that I've done. I felt as if I could have started a lab and been a professor right after graduation. I was chomping at the bit, as they say, ready to get out there and start my own lab. At the time, I just had no idea. I just started applying, and after a year, no calls, no interviews. And then I thought, well, it's my first year. The economy was in a mess and all that stuff. So I was patient. I thought, well, this is the way it is.
Make no mistake, Aaron Dossey is doing serious research.
These are awards I've gotten from 2 different journals.
And he's built up an acclaimed track record in biochemistry and microbiology, his fields of expertise. But after 6 years and 3 postdocs, Aaron not only hadn't landed a full-time job, he'd actually grown less marketable.
The longer it's been since you graduated, there's a bias against how long you've been out of school in those jobs, in faculty positions, that if you've been a postdoc for 5 years, for 6 years, they see you as unproductive. It's similar to the rest of the labor market, that if you've been unemployed for a certain amount of time, you're less attractive.
He says other grad students from his class were throwing in the towel left and right, going to law school, moving back home with their parents. But Aaron refused to concede defeat.
Science is supposed to be important. That's why they spent so much money on us to train us as graduate students, because we're supposed to be doing things important. We're supposed to get the training, spend all these years in school so we can make contributions.
Just as Aaron's career was about to hit a dead end, his perseverance finally seemed to pay off. Last summer, he received a grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for $100,000.
It was in the local newspaper, front page, and things, and everybody thinks the prestige and $100,000, oh, you're rich now, which it helps. I'm certainly thankful for it, but primarily the grant is not for me, it's to do the research. Research supplies, buying insects, the most available, easy to get a hold of in mass quantity insect for cheap in the United States right now is crickets, so I'm focusing mostly on that for the Gates Foundation project.
Aaron says the project is going great, but doing science this way doesn't make for a viable career.
I don't have an income other than a few invoicing hours that I can do on the grant. I'm trying to find other ways to make money on the side. I made some t-shirts for my company, trying to sell those. Basically, I'm living off my savings right now, running my company, trying to find income, working at Home Depot or something, maybe a part-time hourly job. At this age, to prepare for a new career, it's humbling, and it's difficult. And then the idea of how do you pay your rent in the meantime.
Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.
Thank you.